Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force. In the last episode, we did a little bit of dueling, a little bit of exploring, a little bit of seeing what we could do. We also came in here to do our first tag duel against these guys up here in a winning effort, but as you can see off screen, we went a little even. I decided to grind a little bit more money in between last episode and this episode. Not too much, as you could probably tell. It's just a little bit extra to put us over the line, I think. And in this episode, as I mentioned last time, I think I'm going to give this a try. We're going to take on Zane and Alexis in a tag duel. And then I'm going to try to take on Zane a little bit later solo. Now, I did those duels to get money off screen. And I went pretty even with two duelists that I consider inferior to Zane, maybe superior to Alexis after what we've seen. We'll see, though, considering. But Cyrus also isn't the best partner, so we're just going to kind of wing it here and hope for the best. Our deck and Cyrus's deck don't really link up very well, but, you know, we'll see what happens. We're going to try this out, and maybe I'll even build a new deck before we take on Zane. So, let's go ahead and have a chat with him real quick. So you're here. I am. I'm here to duel. I mean, talk again, by accident. Duel. Fine, I'll face you. Alright. I'm a little bit worried about this one. I think going second's the play, because no matter what, Cyrus is going to play first for our team. Ultimate Mecha Dragon, yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. But Cyrus is always going to play first for our team, so I feel like letting the opponent set up first is probably better for Cyrus, because he can play like Steamroid to get over things. And if he goes first, he's probably just going to normal summon Steamroid pass, and that's, like, terrible. So we're just going to hope for the best here, see what Cyrus can do. As you can see, yes, I am drawing my hand first, and it is there. But we're going to swap over to Cyrus whenever it comes for our team's turn. So, unfortunately, I do not get to actually play the good cards in my hand. But she just starts with a set pass, so Cyrus can potentially get in for some damage here. He does have the Steamroid in his hand. It's a 3 of, so I mean, we kind of expected it. He's got the swords. He's got just desserts. You know, this isn't a bad hand. This is not a bad hand. So there is the Steamroid. Big 1800 beater right there. Gonna go to battle and hit. We are going to deal 1800 points of damage. That's a pretty good start to this duel. Although Zane goes next, and with no monsters on their field and Cyber Dragon probably showing up, I'm not super excited, but we do have attack and receive coming in. I'm going to take some damage, or rather we're going to take some damage. Not too good of a start, really. We don't really have a good back row to back up our Steamroid here, but could be worse. It could have been worse. We did a lot of damage. Zane's going first, drawing his card, and yep, there it is. There's the Cyber Dragon when we figured he had it. So he's gonna apply a lot of pressure here and reflect Bounder. Oh man, that is tough. That is a tough start for us. Alexis doing practically nothing on her turn mattered very little, and we're going to have the Just Desserts to do, I think, 1,000 burn. Yep. So, we're up on life right now, which is, you know, good, and we both have swords, so we can stall. However, Cyber Dragon is really strong, and Reflect Bounder is also pretty annoying, so I'm a little bit worried about this. Cyber Dragon's going to deal 2100 damage to us, so we are not up on life points anymore. Let's That's tough. That is really, really tough. And the different dimension capsule. He's probably gonna use power bond or put power bond back with that. We don't know because it's face down, but if I had to guess, it's power bond. And he sets 2 pass. All right. So Zane is in fact a force to be reckoned with. We knew this though. We did know this. We're going to draw for our turn, and it's Mobius. That's pretty good. Okay. You just read Reflect Banner's effect again. So your opponent's monster, 4 damage calcs, card inflicts damage to your opponent equal to the attacking monster. And then it's destroyed. Okay. I have a play here. So we're going to normal summon fish. Okay, normal summon a fish was okay, so we're going to go to battle, and we're going to attempt to hit the Reflect Banner. This is going to do a lot of damage. Oh, that's just a sacrifice we're going to have to be willing to take. You gotta spend life points to take life points, as they say. So then we go to our second main phase. We are not going to play that. We're going to fire the Fissure on the Sidra. Got rid of the Sidra. Alright, we are looking a-okay. We're going to set ourselves a back row. Should we set swords or activate swords? I'm going to set it. I don't think we need it. I think we're okay. I don't think we need swords. I think we're alright. Dust Tornado. Well, I mean, if we activated it, he was still going to pop it. He pops Call instead. That's fine. It's aggravating, but it's fine. Our swords are still up, so we're in a decent enough position to make some moves. On our next turn, Mobius seems pretty good. Pop some back row. But we are going over to Cyrus now, who has a decent enough hand. He can probably play a little bit here. He's going to draw for turn and get 7 completed, which he is probably never going to play. Patroid. Alright. It's pretty good. He is going to allow us to look at a set card. I get a feeling he's going to look at the monster. Yep. It is Princess of Tsurugi, which we can deal with easily. So we're going to do more damage, even out the life points. The Patroid's going to take out the Princess. The Princess does do burn damage, though. We have to be mindful of the burn damage that is going to be dealt to us. We take 500 points of damage for each spell trap that we control. Only 500, so the Dust Tornado actually kind of helped us from taking a little bit less damage right there. I'll take it. We take the small victories where we can get them. And Saku on my fish. Oh, that hurts. That's bad. With no call, he's not gonna fire the swords either. I mean, Zane has 1 card in hand, but what if that's Sidra? Like, that's probably Sidra. Imagine that's like 2 Sidra in his hand and he gets power bond off of this. He did not, but Nano Breaker is good enough. Should have played the 7 completed. We could have been stronger. Could have played the swords to insulate us. That would have been good too. But hey, you know what? We're just gonna take 400 damage here, lose the Patroid, and have no monsters on the board for my Mobius play, which is really annoying actually. Cyrus is not a good duelist. I'm not even sorry. So we're gonna set the Penguin Soldier face down and fire the swords. I just want to preserve a monster on my board, and I feel like this is fine. The AI can actually kind of use Penguin Soldier decently. So we have Alexis with almost a full grip right here. She is going to Warrior Returning Alive, bringing back probably Princess of Tsurugi, which is kind of annoying. But what are you going to do? Am I right, boys? Am I right? Just going to have to deal with it. Switch the Narrow Breaker to defense and set a monster. I wonder what that could be. Honestly, it's going to be kind of unfortunate whenever Cyrus attacks into the Princess of Tsurugi. But hey, you know, it is what it is. What are you going to do? There is Dekoichi. Dekoichi is a good card. So, Penguin Soldier effect. Now, he could put those both back into the hand and put us in a decent enough position. But I feel like he's going to target Soldier and the Nano Breaker, which is face up. And he's probably going to set Soldier back face down or Dekoichi, one of the two. Or neither of those cards. I mean, I guess so. I guess so. I don't know why we had the, like, foreboding music on Alexis's turn, and then on Zane's turn it's like, oh yeah, you're fine. Knock the set. Oh, man. Well, at least it wasn't one of the good ones. Okay, just passing on that. I mean, at least it wasn't one of the good ones, but now I have nothing. I have Book. I was kind of relying on Cyrus to set me up there. I mean, he did, but the knock. I'm gonna have to pass. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to pass. This isn't good. I mean, we've lasted 13 turns. That's way more than I expected to get in this duel. Sorry about that voice trying to die. So we are in a bit of a pickle here. He's going to draw for his turn. Dust is decent. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Hopefully that's Penguin Soldier. It is Dekoichi. He's going to set a card. I strongly recommend activating Swords. But he didn't do it. And we have the Book to protect ourselves, I guess. But man, like, imagine that this is some kind of huge push. Like, this could really suck. Cyber Raider. That card is... I'll look at it. I'll check its details, because I don't know anything about it. Select to activate one of the following. Select equip card. Equip to one monster. Destroy it. Select to equip card. Equip to this card. Alright, so that does nothing. For all intents and purposes, it's a 1400 beat stick. I would really like it if he would have booked it. Give me a monster, but he draws Poly, has no materials for it. This had better be a hell of a top deck right here, because like I have nothing in hand. Let's go. Alright, Mother is pretty good. Actually, this is a pretty good swing here if we do this. Then we go battle. And Mother Grizzly attack into the Raider to deprive them of as many resources as humanly possible. Double pop, activate Mother Grizzly effect, and we are going to... There's our other mother. Gonna summon her out. It's like Coraline over here, the other mother. I'm gonna attack into this set, which I don't think is Princess of Tsurugi, and it is. And now we basically lose the game. That's tough. That is tough. We have 1100 life points left. There's a Princess of Tsurugi down there. All she needs to do is flip it and deal 100 damage, and we lose the game. It was a valiant effort. She normal summons Nano Breaker, which we knew was in her hand. So that's like fine. Okay, so she's gonna go in to deal some damage here. I'm just gonna rip off the Band-Aid. We're gonna go Book. Gonna book. Should I book Nano Breaker or should I book Mother Grizzly? I'm gonna book Nano Breaker. Alright, and in end phase we will play the Dust to play around the Princess of Tsurugi. So we're gonna pop this one. Doesn't really matter which one we target. And was that a Robin Goblin? I think that was Robin Goblin. It looked like it. Oh no, that was something else, I think. So we have the soldier, we have the swords, we have options. He's gonna go to battle. He's gonna hit the Princess of Tsurugi, which it is not. It is Moth, which is 1,000 times worse. I did not expect Moth. Okay, and the knock. So Penguin Soldier's dead. You have the swords here. Please, swords. Please. Oh, thank God. Oh man, I was really worried he was not gonna swords right there. Alright, knock the set does nothing though. But Zane doesn't have the knock, so... But knock the set does nothing. As a matter of fact, if that set survives this turn... Oh, we are so Mobiusing next turn. That's gonna be a huge swing for us if we Mobius next turn. Let's see what else we can get. Wabaku, that's a pretty good one. Alright, so we will just turn off that knock right now by getting rid of the Spakoichi. And normal our Mobius, activating the effect. We'll just pop this, and might as well hit their other back row too while we're at it. What did we get? MST, which would have been good, and Cylinders, which would have won them the game. That was a huge Mobius. Alright. Mobius in. Gonna get rid of that Nano Breaker, gonna deal 1400 to the face. We have swords, we have Wabaku, but I'm kind of afraid to set the Wabaku. Because if there's another Princess of Tsurugi, we might be in trouble. I am gonna set Wabaku though, because on the off chance that they can pop swords, which is the easy pop with MST, we can flip Wabaku in response so we don't die. Also, if they try to MST Wabaku instead, for whatever reason, we can flip. There's heavy. Okay, so I did a good play. So we are going to flip the Wabaku, so we don't take any damage this turn. Our monsters cannot die as a result of battle. So heavy will still resolve. We will lose our swords. Our Wabaku will still do its thing. And if that's a Princess of Tsurugi, it doesn't matter now. And if that's a Saku, then we probably lose the game. We have been living in this duel for a whole lot longer than I ever expected to be living in this duel, so we're doing good. There's the Steamroid. He's going to normal summon it. Yep, there it is. So we have a lot of damage on board. We have game on board if he attacks in a specific order. Let's see how he executes this. I mean, that does it too. I thought, oh no, wait, Warrior Lady of the Wasteland summons the other monster, so we do not have game on board anymore. It was a pipe dream. It was a pipe dream. So there's the Blade Skater, which we can topple over, but we do not have game on board. Steamroid, I hope, is the one he's attacking with if he's smart, and he is smart. So it's going to gain 500, going up 23. We're going to do 900 damage, which is still not game on board. Drops her down to 800, so they will have 400 life left after the Mobius hit, if this is not Saku. It is not Saku. We need to do 400 damage, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it here first, on camera. I am 400 damage away from beating Zane Truesdale, even if it isn't a tag duel. When he inevitably crushes us to death with this Sidrus freaking play here that he's about to do, where he fusion summons like Cyber Dragon somehow. He has the swords. Oh damn. Oh damn. Alright. Okay. So there's our Yomi ship. I'm just gonna... Before this card can backfire on me, I'm just gonna do this. Because I have a feeling that they're just gonna attack into it. We're gonna switch the Mother to defense mode. 400 life points away from defeating Zane Truesdale. They have 2 more turns to win the game, and they probably will. Because that is way too much time. Okay, we got a set. And a set. I don't know, it's times like this I wish I had like True Nade or Heavy. I think I actually did pull True Nade and I cut it from my deck, which is kind of ironic. If I had True Nade here and I could top deck it, then it'd be great. And there is another Steamroid, and he's gonna normal summon it. Oh goodness. Oh goodness, guys, this isn't good. You should have set the Penguin. Why did you switch the Mother to attack mode? Oh boy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, 400 life points away from winning the duel. They have one more turn. One more turn. I think when my turn rolls around again, I can actually like win the game. Alright. Genzo. That's it, we lose. We lose to one of my favorite cards in the game. Yep, there it is. I knew this was coming. I knew that's why I attributed the Steamroid on the previous turn. If he would have just set Penguin Soldier again, this would have been fine. Dang, man. That's tough. We were 400 points away, ladies and gentlemen. 400 life points. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. With Cyrus Truesdale as my tag team partner. That was miserable. Oh, man. I'm upset. I'll be back for you later, Mr. Truesdale. Yeah, I could duel some of these other tag teams, whatever. You know, that loss is pretty devastating, though, so we're just going to talk to Dr. Crowler here. I'm going to go outside. Oh, that was soul-crushing. Wait, do I not get to capitalize on the Dark Pack? I'm going to be so pissed if it passes over the Dark Pack. You guys don't even know. I'm bypassing everything because I need this. You guys do not even understand how actually upset I'm gonna be. Okay, all right, it's there. All right. That was almost a disaster. So we're just gonna speed through me buying a bajillion Dark Packs. Because this is the pack I've been waiting for. This is the one I want. This is the Koji pack. Right here. You guys who are watching Endart, not only do I love you, and hope to see you there every single week, you guys will also know Koji likes Dark Monsters. So I've spent 6,000 DP. Let's see what we can open. That's not a good card. That's not a good card. Time Eater's funny, but not very good. That's not a good card. Mad Dog is good though. 1900 beat stick. Can't go wrong there. That is nothing. Dark Scorpion Burglars. That's funny. Gilgar's pretty good. 1800 beater. Komori Dragon. Not a bad card. Hidden Soldiers is decent. I don't know why I called Komori Dragon not a bad card. I just think I like the art a little bit too much, probably. I'd say that's probably it. Deck Dev. That's a good card. Deck Dev is a good card. We will probably end up playing that if we get some good tributes. I'm not really seeing anything else. There's Tomato. We need 3 of this. 3 Tomato is the dream. Luminous Soldier is in here for some reason, even though it's a light monster. Whiptail Crow. Cool with an appetite. Vorse Raider is a 1900 beat stick. Not a bad card. Not a bad card. Sword of Dark Destruction's okay. Kinda opening crap otherwise. Hidden Soldiers is okay. I don't think I'd really play that card if I have better staples, though. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe we will. Chthonian Soldier's funny. Swift Guy is okay. I don't really want to play that card all that much. We're not doing so hot right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. I had high hopes. Cliff the Trap Remover. That is a good card. Cliff the Trap Remover is a good card. We are just not doing as well as I had hoped, because a lot of these packs were just opening terrible vanilla monsters and hidden soldiers. Like, that's our 3rd hidden soldiers. We have the playset now if we wanted to play it, but I don't think we really want to that badly. Man, guys, Archfiend Soldier is a 1900 beater. We've been getting plenty of those, but it doesn't really make a deck. The best thing we've opened is Tomato. Opticlops is an 1800 beater, and Login is also an 1800 beater. So, the best thing we've opened so far is Tomato. I'm not super happy about it. Not gonna lie to you. We're just gonna increase the opening speed. Gilgarth, and that's our playset of Legend. We saw Element Doom back there, but no need for the Koneko deck anymore. I feel like probably don't even have the cards to facilitate it. There's Gorg the Strong, funny card, but Crush Card Virus is super good. Oh, that is a great card. Okay, all right, we're making progress. Archfiend Soldier, Gorg again. Maybe we make double Kastan. That's a good card. counts as 2 tributes for a dark monster. We might be able to open a good 2 tribute dark monster in here. That's the dream. DD Survivor is a really good card. Good with macro decks if we have anything of that sort. That's definitely our playset of Archfiend Soldier if we didn't have it already, which I believe we did. Lots of Dark Scorpion stuff. Dawn Zalug is a good card too. If you guys have seen the most recent episodes of Endarp, you will know that the Dark and Ritual pack that we were opening is very similar to this. A second Survivor. Maybe we play some kind of macro deck. I was really... There's 3. I mean, you know. I was really banking on pulling some, like... Really... Pitch Black Werewolf's another good card. I was banking on pulling some really killer stuff out of this set, but, like, most of it's kind of just eh. Mad Dog. And there's a lot of beaters in it. I guess that's good enough. Chick the Yellow. Could play some kind of funny Dark Scorpion deck for the memes. Opticlops, Archfiend Soldier. Dawn's Lug again. I mean, he is a good card. I did state that he was a very good card. You can rip cards out of your opponent's hand, so he's worth playing if nothing else that we've pulled in the rare or super or ultra slot is. Only 1 tomato though so far. We need a playset of it. I would be okay with 2. I'm just kind of glossing over cards that aren't noteworthy, even if they're in the rare slot. DD Scout Plane's kind of noteworthy, I guess. We've seen a couple of them so far. They work for that macro strategy, provide tribute fodder. Macro Monarch's a fun deck. Ooh, Strike Ninja was good. I glossed over that a little bit by accident. Another Pitch Black Werewolf's pretty decent. We're not getting any payoffs, though. Dark Scorpion, Mine the Thorn. We're not getting any payoffs, which isn't cool. There's our second tomato. 2 is fine. I'll take 2. I'll accept 2. Do I want 3? Absolutely. But I'll accept 2. Yeah, we're just not seeing any payoffs. Like, it's all beat sticks and like effect monsters with decent effects, but there's our third Zalug, which is pretty good. We have the Kastan, but we don't have like a boss monster to play in the deck. I don't know. Oh shit, that was the Wicked Dreadroot. Okay, never mind. That's a boss monster. Oh my god, we glossed over that one real quick for no apparent reason. That is a good pickup. He can't be like normal summon very easily though, because he does require 2 tributes, but the double Kastan that we pulled will help with that. He's also just huge. He's just huge. So that was our opening. Wicked Dreadroot's just a rare? Jesus. Mine the Thorn is a freaking super rare. I don't know how that works. Pitch Black's a super, I knew that. Dawn's Lug's an ultra, we got 4 of it. Survivor is a super, we got 3 of it. That's a super. An Ultra Crush card, very good card. Limited here for a reason. I think it's still pre-errata. 1,000 or less attack, check all monsters on your opponent's side of the field, opponent's hand, and all cards they draw into your opponent's third. Yeah, it's still pre-errata. That's a good card. That is a good card. Super Cliff. I'm not gonna lie, like a Super Tomato. Like, we didn't get super great. Deck Dev is also very good. There are some cards that I was really hoping for in here. Ooh, Step Up Fusion. Okay, hold on a minute. We got almost everything in that pack, so that means there's like nothing else. But there's this Fusion pack. So I'm gonna speed up me also purchasing a bunch of these, because Koji also likes fusions. I feel like it's very on brand to buy just a shitload of these two. So there's this. We have 91% of it. Flip effect monsters. This is First Fusion, which I have kind of glossed over. First Fusion. I'll get a couple cards out of this one. I'll spend the rest of my money. There we go. And this will be the opening, although I'm not really certain we have a deck. Like, we don't have a super good Dark Payoff. I'm going to speed through, nothing super good there. Flame Swordsman's kind of a cool card. If we get Instant Fusion, which I don't think it's out yet actually, these would be pretty good. I just wanted to see what we could pull. Punished Eagle's not bad. There's Poly itself, which, I mean, we need Poly to play fusions, so fair enough. Nothing super crazy out of this opening. I didn't expect really anything out of this, I'm not gonna lie. I just got them because I kind of glossed over the pack. Common Ari attack. Fusion Sage is pretty good. If we could get another Poly, that'd be pretty good. And nothing so far. Nothing too crazy. And we're on to the next one already. Skull Redbird's a good card for LOB standards. Goddess with the Third Eye is a really good card. Koji special right there. And a second one. We will take those. 100% we'll take those. This polymerization's kind of decent. The Curry box I saw back there, that'll be good for our clown control strat, which we do. Last Warrior from Another Planet is a fantastic card, but I don't think we can make it. Non-fusion area. Interesting card. Interesting card. Third Goddess with Third Eye. That's pretty good. Humanoid Slime's a 2k defender, but I think we already had our playset. I don't know what that card does. I'm probably not really going to be able to use it, I'd imagine. And there's another one if I needed it. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Beast King of the Swamp's also a card I don't want to discredit. It is also a fusion substitute. There's the third copy of that card. If I needed it. Skull Knight, you. Sandwich. Versago, that's a good card. Versago is a card that I really want in Endart. And a second one. See, if I had this luck then, that would be great. Sandwich is pretty cool. Meta. Ooh, this is a fun card, guys. Ooh, that's a fun card. There's Dragon Zombie. Crimson Sunbird. Dragon Zombie again. Mispolymerization. Branch. I think that's a decent card. Branch is like okay. Versago number 3. Pretty good, pretty good. Non-fusion area. It's like whatever. The Bakuri box is cool because we can fuse our clowns together, make a big guy. Whenever we do clown control, have Versagos in there just for fun. Be kind of cool. Supply, not a bad card. Not very good, but not bad. Certainly one of the better cards we've seen in this opening. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. Last Warrior is still exceptional, but we can meta into him. We have meta now, so we can meta into him. And that's like my 5th copy of that card. Thundra. Ooh, that's a good one. I'd like to get 2 more of that, but I don't see that happening in this opening. Thundra's like a good combo piece. We could play some Chaos with Thundra. That'd be kind of decent. I'd be willing to run like Poly in a deck, just to, like, on the off chance I might get to summon Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. It's a pretty good card, big beat stick. Sometimes that's good enough. Yeah, this opening was not super stellar on either side from what I can tell. Yeah, that's like my 8th copy of that now. I don't know how I jumped from 5 to 8, but it feels that way. Anything? A second Thundra, so we can't actually play it in the deck now. It has a purpose. Mystical Sheep is also a fusion substitute. And 3 copies of Last Warrior from Another Planet. I mean, that's pretty good. Alright, let's scroll on down here and have a good look at some of these cards that we are actually like considering for things. Polys and Ultra, we'll need another copy of this definitely in the future if we want to play fusions. Alright, so Fusion Sage is a super. 1 or 2 of this, probably just the one, it's fine. Anything else down through here? There's our Goddess, that's pretty good. Mispolymerization's okay. Now, like, you could, if you want to, like, make a deck against Jaden to, like, just beat him senseless, this is the card to do it, right here. Activate this card in a fusion monster is special summon. Return all face-up fusion monsters on the field to their respective fusion decks. You flip this, you send all his good shit back, and you basically win the game. I mean, what else is there to really say? Beast King of the Swamp, substitute this for any one fusion material. Pretty good. He's the water one, so if we had any good water fusions, we would probably play it, but like, man-eating Black Shark is like, okay. he is, I mean, you gotta play Amazon of the Seas and like 2 other cards, like Gruesome Goo, I think we saw up there. This is not very good. Last Warrior from the Planet is exceptionally good, though. It is a level 7, so it's kind of hard to summon, but we could meta into this off of our Daedalus, which I don't think is very good, but if this card is special summon, destroy all monsters on your side of the field except him. As long as he remains face up on the field, neither player can normal, flip, or special summon monsters. So, you summon him, you blow up your board if your opponent doesn't have anything, or you can get over whatever they have, and they can't get rid of this dude. He's just aggravating. A really good card. Really good meta target if you can get the 7s out. I don't think it's very good right now, though. I will not lie. Non-fusion area is also a good Jaden Hate card. Yeah, you flip it. He can't play any of his big dudes except for Blade Edge. What else we got in here? What does this do? When a fusion monster is destroyed and sent to the grave, by card effect, select one fusion material is written on the text of that fusion monster from your graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field. That's like okay. That is okay. It is not worth playing though, really. Now if we played the Beast King of the Swamps and Humanoid Slime, which Humanoid Slime's a 2k defender, he's pretty good. We could run Humanoid Worm Drake, but I do not think it's worth it. I do not think it's worth it. Anything else cool? Skelgon's a card that Koji had in his original deck. If you guys were curious about that, Skull Knight's a card that he doesn't like, but is pretty good. I would probably play it. Sangan, or Sandwich is really good. I would love to get Sangan and Winch of the Black Forest, but we unfortunately do not have those cards right now. Versago is a card that I really want in that game, and is pretty good. Metamorphosis is broken, and I love this card, and it's limited to 1 for a good reason. But we don't really have any good ways to take advantage of it just yet. Branch is pretty good, I think. Fusion monster in the field is destroyed and set the grave. Special summon from your grave one of the fusion material monsters. So you have this in the field spell, I guess. You could bring back both the fusion materials and then fuse again. That might be okay. That's actually kind of a strategy. If I build some kind of like fusion deck, like fusion-based deck in this game, this card might go in. And the field spell, actually, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, here's Gruesome Goo. It's not a good card. Supply, you return 2 fusion material monsters that were sent to the graveyard as a result of a fusion summoned to your hand. It's not bad. Not really super worth playing, though. Thundra's a big pickup from this. If we could get Twin-Headed and another copy of this, we're probably doing something with this at some point at least. Mystical Shape's another substitute. And yeah, that was our opening for that. I was sitting here thinking, yeah, I'm going to build a brand spanking new deck today, because I'm going to get 1 million of these dark packs, and we're going to get everything that we can out of it. It didn't work out that way. The dark packs were fine. We got a lot of beat sticks. We got some decent effects. We got a huge dude. I just can't, like, warrant changing my deck up that much. Like, we didn't get a boss monster besides Dreadroot, and, like, it's not that good in a vacuum. It's pretty good, like the vacuum that we're experiencing, but like overall, do we really want to be playing Wicked Dreadroot Tribute 2 over it? Like, yeah, I'm doing that with Daedalus, right? But Daedalus, I can at least, like, if I have, I think it's no, Big Wave, Small Wave. If I have Big Wave, Small Wave, I can activate it, pop one of my dudes to special it straight from my hand, which is good enough. And I don't really have a good way to do that with Dreadroot. And like Mound of the Bound Creator's not in the game, I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking maybe try to pull from this pack somewhere, see if we can't get a Sangan to like go with some of the cards we've pulled, because like Tomato into Sangan's pretty good. We don't really have any payoffs, though. I don't know. This is a thinker. We got most of the cards out of this, so I probably will pull from this again to get a 3rd Thundra and Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. I'll probably pull from this again just to see what else is in here, because we barely got over half the pack. I want to pull some more out of this. I have a feeling Sangan is in here. Or Witch, or both. And if we can get one or both of those, that'd be fantastic. Especially if we get both, because then we have options, and then we can start searching our boss monsters. it can get pretty nutty, but as you can see, there's still a lot of packs to go, a lot of empty spaces on the shelf. I'm not super satisfied with this opening, I'm not gonna lie, but I've been sitting here rambling for way too long. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just get going, because we have a duel to attempt. We couldn't do it as a tag team. Came very close. I think actually he's up here, maybe, if I'm correct. Yeah. He's mad. Well, he ain't the only one. So let's talk to him. Koji, I saw the duel of yours. That was a cheap trick you played. I was dueling you! And Alexis, talk to me about hobbies. Alright, that went well. Duel me. We're going to run it back, this time in a one-on-one scenario. Is my deck good enough to beat Zane Truesdale? Not confident, but we're going to try. I was hoping to roll up with like some big dark strategy and have this big clash of light versus dark and all this good stuff. But I just didn't pull like what I was hoping. Like, I was hoping there was going to be a payoff in there somewhere. There was not. I'll tell you what I was really hoping for. What I was really hoping for was Jinzo as a payoff of some sort, at least. But we did not get him, and we did not get a very stellar opening hand. But that's okay, because we got some cards to sort of supplement that. We got the Penguin Soldier set. I have a decent play next turn if he does Sidra normal summon a monster. It's decent because he can just do it again next turn. Okay, he does have the Sidra. He does have it. I mean, I figured. This is the man, you know, the Sidra man. Light Hex Sealed Fusion, that's kind of scary. Is he going to summon Cyber Twin? Because if he does, that's actually kind of good for us. See, this is like the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion would be fantastic for Koji's deck. Fantastic. And it would be fantastic to pick up here, too. So yeah, here is Cyber Twin Dragon. That's pretty damn scary. Not gonna lie to you guys about it. That is pretty damn scary. Can you stop this attack? Go. Double Strident Blast. That is a really badass animation. It is a really badass animation. Do I go zero gravity? Do I go negate attack? I'm gonna go zero gravity here. I feel like that's probably better in this circumstance. We're just gonna swap it to defense mode. So the play I was gonna do is still online. It's just now slightly better because we can flip Penguin Soldier and set him back a turn. And also get the Penguin Soldier back into our hand. I just hit no. I'm a freaking idiot. I'm just... Okay, well, if I lose this duel, I threw. I just want you guys to know that. I'm just going to speed up through this part because that was painful. Now we have to do this. I threw. If you guys... If I lose this duel, I threw. And it was not my fault. It actually was super my fault. We had such a good play there. We had big tempo swings, and we just fumbled the bag. So instead, we're just gonna swing in with the Penguin. I'm just gonna speed it up. I'm upset with myself. Caught in 4K. I'm not a good duelist. Cylinders. Yeah, that's tough, honestly, because like we could have Penguin Soldier back to hand, reset Penguin Soldier, let him hit again, and then send it back to hand. Send another monster back to hand, had another card to set. It would have been good. It would have been good. He's gonna play swords. I'm just gonna hate negate this, because God says no. God says no, and screw you. Screw you is actually what I say. But we are not dealing with swords this turn. We're not doing it. We're not. We're not doing it. And this card does nothing right now. That'll be good for later, though. So we're just gonna... I'm gonna speed this up again, because I'm still embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. But hey, look, we got another 22. We got 3 monsters on board. We got salvage to do tempo plays again if we need to, which we probably will, because I have a feeling he's actually going to summon something worthwhile this turn. He's got Pot of Greed. That's a hell of a top deck, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know what Pot of Greed does, but when he activates it, he's going to do something. Look at that. He picked up 2 cards off the top of his deck. That must be what Pot of Greed does, but he's bricked, so we just kind of went. I threw the game and I still won against Zane. Why was I hyping this man up so much? Why was I literally, why was I doing it? Maybe because he's one of my favorite characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! But that's neither here nor there. We're going to summon our Mobius the Frost Monarch. We're going to target his set. And we're not going to do anything else. It was Jammer, which doesn't do anything. Alright, well, we beat Zane. We beat him. I threw the duel and I still beat Zane Truesdale. Let this be known, I'm actually a good duelist. I take back what I said earlier. I threw the duel and still managed to beat Zane Truesdale. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. You made no mistakes, but you also drew no monsters, so that's kind of the issue there. I overestimated you, I guess. I don't know. Well, I'll be dueling him a shit ton off screen, so you guys can see. Maybe I'll have him as my partner next time we get a time to attempt it. Good morning, nice day. Yeah, you want to talk about some duels? It's just the usual. All right, fair enough, fair enough. You know, I was like planning to like get all these good cards today and build this like crazy new deck on the recording and like duel Zane, but I guess my water deck's crazy enough. I don't know. Talk. The ocean is bad, is it? That's why I come here to practice my dueling. You want to talk about... What about duels? You mentioned dueling. You want to talk about dueling? Yeah, it's just the usual. Okay. Alright, well, whatever. It is what it is. You know, I kind of think maybe like the little bubble above their head corresponds to what they want to talk about, maybe? I never thought of it that way, but like... And I never looked it up or anything, but I bet that's probably the case. Right? Like... That's gotta be it. He's feeling good today. Wants me to get my game on? We're gonna talk about the Academy. No, okay, I was wrong. Because by process of elimination, that would have meant talking about the Academy. Okay, yeah, it does not correspond, I guess. They both hated the things that I asked them about. So by process of elimination, Chumley, why did you not bring up a prompt for me? Alright. Well, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what to do with the rest of the time here. We only have a couple more minutes before I normally like to end the episode off. So... I guess let's see if there's any edits that we can make to our deck in the final few minutes here. Because we have gotten a lot of new cards. I think I'm gonna still try to buy a bunch of packs today, even though the ones that I really like want to pull from, I've already gotten stuff from today, like gotten a bajillion cards. Archfiend of Guilford was up there. That's kind of a decent payoff. It's not very good. We'll look through our list of cards here, just kind of a little quickly, see if I can find anything like super interested in. Big Wave, Small Wave, I have a copy of that already. We have a lot of Dark Beaters. Now, I would not mind playing Counter Fairy once we get back to the light pack if I can get some more Bountiful Artemis, maybe that's a strategy. But what would you guys like to see me play? Because I've mentioned a lot of decks in this series so far that I want to try. What do you guys want to see me play? You know, I'm willing to play whatever. We got Clown Control I'm still trying to do. I mean, there's a couple decks that I really dislike from this time period. But there's a lot of decks that I really like too. So, you know, drop a suggestion in the comment section below. Maybe I'll decide to play it in a future episode. I forgot we had Dandy. That's really good. There's our Wicked Dreadroot. Our Dark Dreadroot. You can't special summon him at all. You can only be special. Oh, you have to tribute 3. But I guess Kastan would count as 2, so like you could do 2. If I got like maybe 3 Kastan, I'd consider playing this. While he remains face up on the field, the face up attack position, the attack and defense of all monsters on the field are reduced by half. So that's a really good effect, right? But he's really hard to summon. But maybe. I love this card. It's super cool. It's my favorite one of the bunch, so maybe we'll play him. We also have the Dark Eradicator Warlock, which we don't have the Dark Magician for, but we can pull it. We have the Dark Magician Girl and the Dark Magic Tome of Black Magic. Dark Magician's Tome of Black Magic, my bad. So we've got the Dark Scorpions here. I think we have one of all of them, which is kind of cool. I might make a Dark Scorpion deck for the fun, you know, but I'm not super big fan of the Dark Scorpion gang, not gonna lie. Anything else? We got some Destiny heroes, that could be something. If we get like a payoff. I mean, Dreadmaster's a payoff. We need Clock Tower Prison though, which I don't think we have. I mean, I would have probably noticed it as we were passing by. The double Kastan's good. Dragon Zombie's a card that I think's kind of cool. Koji plays it and did play it previously. There's our Dream Clown. Our one Dream Clown. We need at least one more copy of Dream Clown, so we're gonna have to go back to that effect monster pack eventually anyway to get the third copy. I'd like to get a Roto for it too. A Roto would be fantastic for that card. Earthquake would be pretty good for Clown Control. So we have that. We have that as an option for that. That deck's going to be really fun. I'm excited to play that one. That's probably going to be the next one I try to zero in on now that I know that the Dark Pack's kind of a dud. I think that's going to be the one I'm going to try to zero in on, get 3 copies of all my clowns that I need, all that good stuff. That's not a very good card. I'm just kind of trying to look and see if we have any payoffs for the dark stuff. We do have Trunade. I do have Trunade in the deck. I was wrong. I do have Trunade in the deck. So if we would have top decked Trunade, we would have won the game. But we did not top deck Trunade. So that sucks. But we got him on the crackback in a 1v1 scenario. Grandmark. I don't know if all the Monarchs are in the game. I can't remember what set is the most recent one that this game has, but Grandmark's a pretty good Monarch. I might try to play Monarch. Macro Monarch would be really cool to play. Monarch's a fun deck. We only have 2 right now though, so we'll definitely need to get more. Great Mammoth of Goldfine's actually a pretty good card. With a decent body, we could play if we want to do that fusion deck. The Sphinx deck is not that Sphinx deck. The Pyramid of Light deck is the other one, but the Sphinx deck I don't know about. Like the shitty Pac-Man, which Pac-Man's like a deck that I might consider playing because it's funny. Let's see. Horn of Heaven's a really good card actually. I kind of wouldn't mind playing this, but I feel like we've got enough good cards that we don't need it. Counter Fairy would love that card though. Of course. Matter Transporter's pretty good, but I don't think we have space for it right now. Jerry Beans Man, the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! We have 3 of it. We might as well play it in every deck. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know why I'm not playing it, but I'm just not. I'm bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! We have our Kaiba Man here. If we get some more Blue Eyes, well, I don't even know if we have. I don't think we have a Blue Eyes yet, but if we get some Blue Eyes, this card would be great. Kaiser Seahorse too. Karma Cut's a good card. don't think we have much space for it, though. Lodge in with his massive 1800 attack points. Layered the Liberator's decent enough for counter fairies. He's probably like a 1 of at best, though. Jujutsu Master's a really good card. Worth playing in any deck, really. I'm still trying to like play with some themes and not just play good stuff. I still have good stuff like in the decks, but I'm not just trying to play like a good stuff deck. Just play some fun stuff. Merchant's good. I'd love to get some Chaos stuff, but I don't know how long I'll have to play this game to get that. Mausoleum's really good too. Let's see. There's our meta. Meta's fantastic. But we don't really have a good way to play it with our current card pool. No really super good payoffs. Mind Crush is a cool card actually too. You flip this if you know your opponent has something, like if they search something, or if it's Zane and you're just like almost 100% sure he has a Cyber Dragon. So, you know, there's that. Monster Gate's really good. Reasoning Gate would be a really cool deck to play with like DMOC and stuff, because I think DMOC is still pretty errata in this game. But we don't have any Reasoning. We only have the one Monster Gate, and we don't have DMOC, so maybe. I have a third Mother Grizzly I could throw in the third copy. I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty good as far as like my deck goes. And going through here, just trying to find some stuff to like make my current deck better or like be good for our other deck is kind of tough. Knight Assailant's a good card. Gets back some flips. Could be good to play. Grandmaster Sasuke is a fantastic light monster. I really want to play Chaos. I really, really do. I really, really love Chaos. So Old Vindictive is a good card. So if we can get like a Chaos payoff, even Chaos Sork, I'll take Chaos Sork. Even if we get him, I'll play a Chaos deck. Mark my words. There's a couple Phantom Beast cards. Opal will need these. Isabel, aka like especially this dude, Rock Lizard here. Yeah, Warwolf's at 2 in our pool right now. We need one more Poly at least before I consider playing any fusion cards. There's the Pyramid of Light deck, and you know what? I'm seriously considering, because I do want to switch up the deck, I'm seriously considering playing the Pyramid of Light deck, because there is a specific person that was pretty excited for me to play it. So maybe between games, between episodes, I'll try to build that deck and see what I can do with it. Not really super like confident I can do it, but we'll see. Reversal Quiz is a hilarious game, or a hilarious card in this game. In the game in general, Rising Energy is pretty decent, but I don't think it's good enough. Rock Bombardment actually gets crazy later on in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Recklessly is pretty good. Ryukishin Clown we have 2 of. I would like to have 3 of this, but we have plenty of time. There's 7 tools. 7 tools is pretty good. Fear the Pain, Shattered Axe. Shining Angel 2. It's pretty good. Shrink is good. I'll consider playing this actually. Shrink is good. I would love to have a Jinzo. It just seems to elude this man Koji every single place he goes. He just can't get it. It's just he can't get it. Strike Ninja is an exceptional card that we did gloss over. I'll go over him really quickly. You can remove this card from play until the end phase of the turn by removing from play 2 dark monsters to your grave. You can use this effect during either player's turn, so it's basically a quick effect like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And you can use it once per turn. So Strike Ninja is pretty good. Lets you modulate the darks in your graveyard for cards like Dark Arm Dragon, which I was really hoping to pull, but I didn't expect it, and it wasn't here anyway, or like, you know, some of your other big dark payoffs. He'll definitely go in if we get a dark focus deck. Stumbling is actually quite good for clown control. We have 2 of it. We have 2 of it. So if I get enough money, and I am going to be grinding, if I get enough money before the next episode, I am 100% going to be pulling for clown control. We're going to switch over to clown control. And don't worry, this deck, the water deck will not go away. I'll just save it as a recipe, and we can get it back whenever we want it. I think Regulation of the Tribe's pretty good. Select one type of monster. Any monster with the select type cannot attack. To keep this effect, you must offer a monster. That's not bad. It's decent enough, like, Old school floodgate. Decent enough. Shallow grave. The tricky's pretty good. There's our 2 Thundra. Trap Jammer is actually pretty decent. I would consider playing that maybe. Treeborn's good for Monarchs, which I would like to build at some point. If we can pull a couple more, as is Tribute Doll is actually pretty good. Special summon a level 7 monster that can be normal summoned from your hand. So that's actually pretty good. I might actually consider playing this, but Big Wave, Small Wave kind of does the same thing. Only maybe worse. We'll see. We're just gonna keep speeding through. We're almost out. Unshaven Angler counts as 2 tributes for a water monster. That's pretty good. I might consider playing this too. He's searchable off of our Mother Grizzly, so we could potentially summon our biggest dude pretty easily. Might be worth throwing in, just for some fun. Voltanis the Adjudicator is pretty cool. This is a good payoff for counter fairies. I'll probably end up playing that in the future too. Wall of Illusion's good dark. Windstorm's pretty good up there. Yeah, there's our Yomi ship, Zero Gravity, Zombie Warrior, Zone Eater. Alright, we went through all of our cards here at the very end. And there is nothing that I was super interested in playing. That took us a while. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode because of that, but I want your guys' suggestions down in the comment section below. I know not a lot of people watch my videos, but for those of you that do and are interested in watching more, I'd like you guys to throw some suggestions for decks down in the comment section below that my pool can currently at least begin to construct. We're going to make Clown Control, definitely. We're going to make Counter Fairy, definitely. Those are 2 decks that are definitely coming. But if there's any other decks that you guys can think of that you might want to see me play, maybe something dedicated to maybe a specific attribute or type of monster, I can try that. Because I really want to switch up my deck. We've been playing with this water deck for, like, what, 8 episodes now? Which it's not a bad deck. It's a pretty good deck, but it's getting a little old. So, hopefully you guys will be willing to share your thoughts. But yeah, I appreciate all the views and everything that the series has been getting, and of course, as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one.